it's probably my favorite part of the job is connecting with the kids and having them come over on Sundays for Sunday brunch. And we do fire pits outside and have s'mores and roast marshmallows. We'll go out to dinner together a couple times throughout the semester as a whole group, which is really fun. Those moments and those times are special in terms of building the community and the culture at Blair. And I think the dorm and the residential life is a big part of that. First and foremost for us, we want to find kind kids who are going to be connected to the community and be positive members of this place, not just about themselves, but connecting with those around. And then we look to the academics and the transcript and how they're going to participate within the school community, whether that's in arts and athletics and music, etc., and how they're going to be connected to the community as a whole. But it really starts with who you are as an individual and not just what you do. I feel that we are able to build a community of really great kids who are also really talented and bright in so many different ways. And I think that difference is really important into the Blair spirit. And that's what we try to find through the interview and the application process. And that comes through the interview, that comes through the application, how you write about yourself on the paper, and then the teacher recommendations certainly play into that, how you are within the classroom and how you treat others in that space. That helps us get to the who of the individual, and then we'll turn to the testing and the transcript and the accolades of what you're involved in to give us the what you do. And so my advice for kids is, at least if you're interviewing with Blair, is to really try to be yourself in the process and help us get to know who you are. We don't have set questions. We don't ask, tell me what you want to be in 10 years or what you, let's just have a conversation. Where do you love to travel? Tell me about your family a little bit. Why do you want to go on this process? Why are you looking at Blair, et cetera? Just normal conversations, just like we're having right now. That helps us get an insight into the individual, which is really helpful. If kids have certain questions about Blair, I would say, and this is not just an advice about Blair, but in interviewing in general, is just get a little specific. Just don't ask generic questions about our community service program. Go on, do a little research, find out about the Blair in Kenya program and say, hey, I saw the Blair in Kenya program, Mr. Wenner. Sounds amazing. How can I be a part of that? That helps me as an interviewer know that you've done a little research and that you are thoughtful with your questions for Blair. And you should do that with any school that you look at, is find specific questions about a program that is interested to you. I would probably say not necessarily a one specific time, but I would say the many, many moments of mentorship that happens here. At Blair, we often talk about being student-centered and really putting the kids at the center of all that we do, and relationship-based learning, which really means mentorship and connections with the kids in many different spaces. So in the classroom, on the field, in the dorm, as an advisor, the same person can fill all those roles for a student. And as a result, you really get to understand who the people are around you, both as students and as teachers. And so I would say my favorite moments are just those many times when a teacher took the effort and made the space to have a conversation with me that was important or really captivated me in the classroom, reading a poem, the moments on the sideline when I struggled or up in the dorm and, they came up to me and sort of put an arm around and said, hey, are you doing okay? Those moments I think are my most memorable and really what drew me back to this place so that I could help become a mentor and role model to the next generation of students and helping them navigate these very difficult times as teenagers are living through here with all the pressures that they face. To have mentors and role models who are adults who really know them and care for them, we're able to really push them and help them achieve their full potential. Arts are really important for us. We feel it's a wonderful and needed balance to the academic curriculum. So students are required to take 3 semesters worth of art throughout their time at Blair. If you're going to come in as a 4-year student, you have to take 3 semesters worth of art. And I'll say most students take much more than that because they find success in our wonderful art department, whether that's in the performing arts, the visual arts, but also I think they really enjoy it in terms of a stress relief. Many students take ceramics just to take it, and then they realize how much they enjoy just being in the moment. They don't have to think about things. And so as the stress and pressures of school and academics and college looming on the horizon, to be able to sit in front of a piece of clay and try to mold that into a bowl is really good for the mind, because it's so simple in its nature and yet so difficult in its execution. And so we have many programs for the kids: 2D, 3D, sculpture. We have an architecture program, which is an amazing program which many students love to get into. Traditional photography, digital photography, and then, as I mentioned, ceramics. There's digital arts. We're certainly forward-leaning in digital arts. We have an amazing maker space with probably a dozen 3D printers of all various types and shapes and sizes and materials, from regular plastic to multiple colored plastics to clay. We have a clay 3D printer. We have a metal 3D printer that liquefies the metal and then hardens as it designs. So really fun and interesting instruments and tools for the kids to use. And then we have an amazing performing arts program where we have 3 theaters on campus. It's considered a full program, so a kid can do that after school for 3 seasons if they so choose. Big productions, musical productions, smaller productions, outdoor productions. We have an outdoor theater where we do Shakespeare. And then we also have an amazing orchestra and singers program. The orchestra, 60 to 70 piece orchestra, 3 performances a year. Same with the singers. There are probably about 30 kids in the singers program, and they perform 3 times a year. And there are various ensembles with each of those: string ensemble, wind ensemble, chamber choir, boys ensemble, girls ensemble, etc. Those practices take place during the day, which is important to note, so that they're able to do sports and activities in the afternoons if they so choose. So you can be the first year violinist and also be on the varsity soccer team if you want to pursue those different passions. Those 2 groups, the orchestra and the singers, travel internationally every 2 to 3 years. So last year we went on a trip to Paris and London. We took 80 kids on this trip. Next year we'll go to Germany and Austria, and we'll take the kids to various cities, and they'll perform in various performance halls, concert halls, listen to some concerts, and then do a little sightseeing as well. So those are amazing opportunities for the students to push themselves a little bit, have a different experience of traveling. Amazing opportunity to do something a little bit different with their music. But arts in general, really, really important to us.